There's only one thing that we knew coming into this season. I would say knowledge is very hard to come by in the NBA. Man, there's so many things happening. There's so many moving parts. There are so many variables. It's really hard to like know things for sure. You can strongly feel things. You can have strong evidence for things. But to say like, man, we kind of know this, that's a really high bar. And Geoff knows anytime we talk about something, if he uses anything that sounds definitive, I'll be like, I don't know about that. Do we know that? There's something that we essentially know. And it's that the Knicks starting lineup with Josh Hart in it is not the best lineup that the Knicks have to offer the NBA. And the reason why we know that, we have someone to thank. We can thank Tom Thibodeau to know that you can play a lineup 2,000 possessions, which is in statistical terms, typically we get to like a 500 possessions mark for a lineup. We can say like we kind of feel confident about what this lineup can be. We get to like 750 possessions. We can say, yeah, I mean, it's really, really, it's unlikely this is going to change much. We get to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. This is what the lineup is. 2,000 possessions across different contexts, different times of the season, different opponents, regular season, postseason. It is a mediocre lineup. That we know that now. Mike Brown, if you want to come in and say, hey, I think I saw a couple things strategically, tactically that they haven't done, obviously, like maybe we'll get Josh Hart to shoot 40%. He did from 3. And it's still not good. It's not good. I talked about experimentation. Geoff talked about experimentation. It's something we talked about all last season, relentlessly, how important it is. This is not experimentation at this point. This is beating a dead horse. This lineup is not the lineup. Move on from the lineup. Either go to Mitchell Robinson, either go to Deuce McBride, either go to Landry Shamet, go to something. There's no reason for this season there to be, along with the starters, the token starters, which we can talk about, like everything's on the table. So it's not, I don't think it should just be token anymore that it's Brunson, Bridges, OG Towns are the 4 starters plus whoever. I think that we can be open to some other ideas at this point. Not saying that we should be, but we should go in a different direction. But from the Knicks, analysis standpoint, there should be some open pages there in terms of which way you can go. But let's just say Brunson, Bridges, OG Towns. There's no reason why Josh Hart should be the most played 5th guy when we just saw that for 2,000 possessions. How many more possessions do you need to see before you know that this is not the direction to go? 275 possessions of Josh Hart with those guys, plus 1.9 so far in the season. Worse than last season. I'm sure if it played another 2,000, it'd get up to what it was last season, which is like plus 5, I think it was, or whatever it was, 50th percentile in the NBA. Deuce McBride, 188, plus 4.8. It's better in a tiny sample. We need to see it more. Landry Shamet, 113 with those guys, plus 0.0. Not enough possessions to really know anything about it. Mitchell Robinson with those guys, 101 possessions, plus 10.1. I talked about this before the season. Obviously, I believe Deuce McBride with the starters is the best lineup that the Knicks have to offer. Should be their most played lineup. We've had 2 seasons where it's been possible, and it's played less than like 300 total possessions across the 2 seasons. So somehow, like miraculously, in a really negative miracle sense, it has not crossed the 300 possession boundary, while the other lineup has played 2,000 possessions. But it's fine. If you don't think that's the best one, okay, let's see Mitchell Robinson. They started the season with Mitchell Robinson next to Karl-Anthony Towns. Some people didn't agree with it because they said, well, Mitchell Robinson, if he plays next to Towns, then he can't play, without Towns for a while. I was like, I don't think that's a problem, because if this is the lineup you're going to play in the playoffs, then play it and see how it works. And let's see if this really should be it. So it's fine. If you don't think it's Deuce, I think it's Deuce. Geoff thinks it's Deuce. If you don't think it's Deuce, play Mitchell Robinson. Stop showing me the same Josh Hart lineup that's played 2,000 possessions now going on 2,300. Like, it doesn't make sense. And that's not experimentation. That's bad coaching, objectively bad coaching. And it needs to stop now.